All right, Peyton, thank you very much. We are heading down to Terrebonne Parish and our Danny Monteverdi. Danny, you with us?
Hey, Eric, yes, good morning. Yeah, we are here in the Terrebonne Parish Emergency Operations Center. We've been outside a lot of it this morning, but we wanted to show you what it looks like inside. And real quick, I'm going to step out of the way and show you what's happening. As we know, there's going to be some bad weather coming this way, and this place is in full swing right now. Everyone from law enforcement, public safety, Army Corps of Engineers, you name it, in terms of anyone who needs to respond to this the storm, that they're all here at the Emergency Operations Center in Terrebonne Parish, which is expected to take a big brunt of this today. And they are here on the clock, and you can see working to make sure everything stays as safe as possible. So that's what's happening inside of here. Or actually, real quick, Mike McDaniel, my colleague, just came back from out on the streets. And Mike, we just showed what it's like inside. What's happening outside?
Yeah, so we literally just walked in the door. So we were in Thibodaux. We're staying in Thibodaux, same place you guys are. So on our journey down here, we just kind of rode around Thibodaux and also in Shreveport on the way down. So in Thibodaux, we caught up with this family of 5. They were at a gas station trying to get some last-minute fuel because they live in Cutoff. They left their home at like 5 or 6 this morning, just heading north. They have no direction. They don't know where they're going. They don't want to go east or west because that's where everybody was going. So they're just driving north trying to get out of this storm. They have nothing with them except just as much as they could grab and get out, because when they saw that projection this morning, they knew that it was time to pack up and leave. So they're doing just that. Riding into Shreveport, we talked to a gentleman who's staying behind with his house, with his wife, and I believe his daughter. They're going to stay behind. They want to protect their property. We heard that a lot for a lot of folks as their reasons to not heed these warnings and get out. He said he's retired state police, so he knows what it's like to kind of go through these situations. He's stayed behind before. His worry is that he will not be able to come back to his home for months. That's a very legitimate concern when you look at the path and the strength of the storm. So he's staying put. Another gentleman we talked to in Thibodaux, a neighborhood in Thibodaux, said that he was going to stay behind. He had supplies. He had a wife and a son with him, so he's going to stay put. He's right in the older part of Thibodaux, right near Nicholls State University. So he's right in that area. So he seems to be okay. At this point, we're certainly going to go check on him once the storm passes over. We certainly hope he's okay. He's got a big tree right next to his house. He said it survived all the other hurricanes over the past 20 years. He's hoping it will survive this one. So.
In terms of, we're here at mid-morning now, what's it like out there right now in terms of the weather?
So just driving, it's just kind of drizzling, misty rain. You can tell that there's an omniscience in the sky a little bit. The sun's actually trying to peek through outside just a little bit. So in certain areas, you get that little hit of sun right in your eye, or right in your face, and that humidity really kicks in. But we know what's to come. But the rain is still slowly starting to trickle in here, and the winds are starting to pick up a little bit.
And so, Eric, that's kind of the situation here. As we've seen all morning, there's been nothing. We're seeing on TVs here in the EOC that there are a lot of places where we aren't, where there's a lot of rain happening, a lot of wind. Oddly enough, where we are, and this is just kind of one snapshot, where we are in Terrebonne Parish, the northern part of the parish near the Lafourche Parish line, it's oddly calm right now, as you heard Mike McDaniel say a few minutes ago. When we were out there this morning before sunrise, excuse me, there was some wind, there was some rain, but about as light as can be in both regards. And so that's kind of where things stand here right now. Unfortunately, we're fully expecting things to change in the next little bit. But again, it's just kind of an odd situation right now where here in particular, it's relatively calm. And I should say, we don't want that to be a reason for people to start going out of their houses and getting out and doing things. It's best right now, and just until the storm is entirely gone, to just stay put where you are. And
yeah.
That's kind of what we're dealing with here right now, Eric.
And if the track stays where it is, you guys are ground zero for what could be a really strong Category 4 or a Category 5 storm, and that area's never gone through anything like this before.
Exactly, and that's the key thing, is that the storm is still out there. It didn't go away. It hasn't gone away. Again, as we said a second ago, other places around the metro area are being affected by it now. The storm is still out there, churning, spiraling in this direction. It's just there's been this little odd break in the bad weather here. And so that's probably the key thing. If there are people watching this in the Terrebonne Parish area right now, again, don't let this lull you into a false sense of security. We've said that a few times today, especially earlier this morning, when it was just kind of a light rain, as we saw other places starting to get heavier rain. So again, I know it's very repetitive. It's just an odd sort of set of circumstances right here where, again, you heard Mike McDaniel say a second ago that the sun was trying to peek out in some spots.
Well, for the folks who stayed, hopefully they don't regret that move after the storm hits. All right, Danny, thank you very much. And tell Mike thank you too.